Hello everyone. I'm going to do my book talk about My Many Colored Days by Dr. Seuss. It is an amazing book, definitely social emotional. It is also wonderful to incorporate during Dr. Seuss week. This book goes about many different colorful illustrations, so beautiful. It begins by just stating different colors of emotions. So some are blue, some are yellow, but they don't give away yet what those colors mean or what they associate to, right? Then it gets to different colored of animals. Now, Dr. Seuss, makes them all different colors of different animals and how they feel the same emotions we do. Now, on this day, it says, on bright red days, how good it feels to be a horse and kick my heels. Now, normally, I would associate red with anger. I would associate being angry and having a mad face, and maybe this horse feels mad, but I think maybe when he kicks his feet, he might be happy too. Now, on other days, I'm other things. On bright blue days, I flap my wings. Now, again, I normally associate blue with being sad. And on bright blue days, that doesn't seem too sad. I think of now blue being like the bright blue sky of happiness, birds chirping, right? So the way they talk about different emotions here and about the different animals, it's a great way to talk about just the different emotions and how people associate different colors to those emotions. So this fun book, I thought it was kind of for the younger grades just because a lot of the activities generally go to the younger grades. However, this book can be read to any grade level. I mean, just being able to understand your emotions and having colors that associate to those emotions is so nice for the students to feel that they can understand their emotions and, just associate it and even associate to different animals having those emotions. So the 5 competencies that in social emotional learning. So the first one, self-awareness, just understanding one's own emotions, thoughts, and values. So initially when you read this book, you're like, oh, maybe I don't associate red with that. Maybe I associate purple with that. And so the students are able to understand their own emotions, understand that what they feel inside, and some days are good, some days are bad. But they're able to understand that. They're able to recognize that and then able to understand that that emotion means this. That emotion means that, right? After we have self-management. So then understanding how to manage one's emotions. So this is something that can go further as like an after activity, right? Because they don't really talk about how to manage it in the book. They just talk about the different emotions. So this could be a follow-up activity of talking about, well, when we're sad, how do we manage that emotion? Or when we're angry, how do we manage that emotion? So this is something that can be talked about, and this can be goal setting throughout the classroom, and this could be even classroom rules, right? But giving them a choice of how to manage their own emotions will help them just throughout the ways. Instead of telling them, when you get upset, you need to act this way. Like, having this be the source of making them understand their own emotion and then how to manage it is incredible. Then we have social awareness, so understanding just yourself and others. So again, I associated different colors than the book had stated. However, that helped me understand that, I may associate anger with red, but other people may not. So understanding how some people have the same emotions I do, but people may address them differently. So once we understand that, then we are able to go into the relationship skills of understanding that everyone has their own emotions. We all have the same emotions, and just how we manage them might be different, and how we react is different. So being able to understand that we are able to build those healthy relationships, supportive relationships, be empathetic, and which also goes to responsible decision making. So now when we are angry, we can go back to the management, we identify what we have, and we can make responsible decisions about our actions. Now this would benefit just everyone if everyone was able to do this. Now we make mistakes, our emotions take over most of the time, it always reacts first. So, but being able to take a step back, understand your emotion, and definitely talk about that emotion, feel that emotion, and then make the right decision. So now some activities that go with this book. There was a lot. So for English language arts, we could do just a simple writing prompt such as the color blank makes me feel blank because blank. Next, we can do a poetry assignment like the color yellow makes me feel, the color yellow is as bright as blank. This could go on and on and on. Next, we can do my many colored baby book, whereas the kids draw and illustrate their own pictures and colors. If they even want to do animals, they can. And then they make their own sentences relating to those emotions. Then we have visual and performing arts, where they can act out the different emotions. They can use puppets to do scenarios, as if someone's sad, what can we do to make them sad? How do they feel? Express those emotions. Then we can also do a painting or coloring of like a cutout little person. So they're able to, I'll show you the last page. The last page is my favorite, of how all the colors fit into that little person, right? So we all feel these emotions, yet colors might be a little bit different, but being able to have that and reflect back to them, be like, yes, I know I do have all these emotions, so do my other classmates. Now, how do we work with it? Then these activities can go even farther to a science lesson where we can relate the emotions to the animals. We can go into their habitats, their eating habits, all that stuff, and how maybe we relate to them or they relate to us, or just how the emotions work in general. Next, we can do another science lesson about mixing colors, so the emotions. So if we have two colors, we mix them together. Oh, maybe how does that make us feel, right? So that's just a fun activity. We can even do it in a cute little baggie at home, so it's not a mess at the house, but still able to do it, especially during distance learning. Then another one is physical education, emotion, Simon Says. So Simon Says, act sad, you know, stuff like that. Then we have color hokey pokey, which is kind of silly. It doesn't really go with emotions, but it goes with colors, which might be a fun thing for our TK first grade. Put stickers on hands, shoulders, knees, feet. So when it says put your, red hand in, so they're able to associate colors. So this book also helps colors so much. So definitely for the younger, but then again, also can be for the older. So there's so many different activities that can be implemented in this book. I absolutely love it. I highly suggest everyone gets one just to have in their little teacher bag, their sub bag, because it is something that all the students can understand and reflect on their own emotions as well as you. I mean, as teachers, we go through emotions as well. So being able to read this and then reflect on the students and have just a moment of reflection for yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope to hear that you guys got it too. Bye.